if I have a pet that I've insured, my pet falls sick, let's say it's an emergency, maybe they start convulsing or they start puking, and I take them to the vet, my insurance will cover that cost.
Hi everyone!
Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Rescue Pets Kenya channel. I am your host Mwailemi, and today I am joined by a special guest, Mr. Bigvai Mwailemi. So Bigvai, karibu sana to our show.
Asante sana.
Today we are going to talk about something very important and something that our viewers have requested quite a lot. We are talking about
Insurance.
We are talking about pet insurance. First of all, before we even go to pet insurance, what is insurance?
In a layman's language, insurance is transfer of risk. So what you're doing is that you're paying a premium for a risk to be covered by the insurer.
I am transferring risk.
Yes.
All right. And so tell us about pet insurance particularly, what that entails, what that looks like for Kenyan pet owners.
For pet insurance, it's still a pretty new field, I would say. So it's definitely supposed to cover illness. It covers euthanasia and say if an animal strays. Basically, those are the risks that will be covered. If it's struck by lightning. Yeah.
Okay. So we are talking about if I have a pet that I've insured, my pet falls sick, let's say it's an emergency, maybe they start convulsing or they start puking, and I take them to the vet, my insurance will cover that cost.
What would happen is that it would cover on reimbursement basis.
Okay.
Because if it's an emergency, at times you might not really get the necessary approval that you need at a time that you need it. So you need first of all to secure the life of this pet. So you have first of all to ensure it's treated and then now get through the claim process.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then you mentioned straying. So this is a companion pet. And we used to stay na yeye kwa nyumba,
yes.
And then siku moja akatoka na hakuwairudi. Or for straying, do I have to be seeing my cat ndio ile pale kwa estate in a stray? What happens? Or is that lost?
For straying here, first of all, the other insurers would require the pet to have a microchip.
Okay.
So they can trace the movement of the pet, then if it's strayed. So there are points where maybe you've searched for a few days or a few weeks, you can't seem to find it. That will be declared as strayed. So you need to report that to the police and get an abstract, and now start on the claim process.
All right.
Yes.
I really hope the Kenyan police services I wouldn't walk into a police station and then they laugh at me for getting an abstract for my lost cat.
I trust that they should be able to help. A critical point to note is that you also need to see whether the vet has professional indemnity. Indemnity cover is now insurance taken by professionals. In process of what they are doing, their professional work, they might do something, a procedure might go wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. So what would be required is that most courts have to ensure that at the point of licensing you have also taken a cover for your profession.
Okay.
So that would be really to take care of negligence, take care of anything going amiss, because it might be accidental really. So there's insurance for that, and there are limits specified.
So for me to go to a veterinary doctor to perform, and for me to say that this is a person treating my animal, and for me to, link this person with my insurance company, they need to have indemnity cover for them to be able to do this process.
For veterinary board, I think one needs to confirm. It's important really for one to have it. As the pet owner, you'll also be comfortable dealing with a qualified vet who already also has indemnity.
All right. I have a cat. Her name is Kajangwe. She's on Instagram, by the way, you can follow her. And she's a normal cat. She's a rescue cat, in fact, which means that no lineage or breeding documents are available to me. She's just a cat that's just a normal cat, a normal Kenyan cat. Is she eligible for insurance?
You can insure what has sentimental value to you. Is what you need to insure.
And locally, what kind of pets are eligible to receive insurance? Because I've seen people Actually, I mean, abroad, people take in all kinds of animals as pets. Nowadays, even pigs are considered pets. You can take those miniature cows and consider them pets because they live, inside the house and all that. In Kenya, what are considered pets?
Generally, the rats, dogs,
And parrots.
and parrots, yes.
Okay. How long is my insurance valid for once I pay for my premium?
It's valid for 1 year. And now these pets are supposed to be covered. It's supposed to be 3 months to a maximum of 9 years.
What are some of the things that need to happen before my pet is fully insured?
We have first of all to fill in the proposal form.
Okay.
Yeah. So the proposal form will detail all the specifics of this pet. Then of course we include your vet has to also give some information regarding how this pet has been taken care of.
Can special needs pets be insured? We've previously done an episode where someone had some special needs cats that was suffering from a neurological condition. Is it possible to insure those kinds of pets here locally, or a three-legged dog or cat?
Those need to be declared at the point of you doing the proposal form.
Okay.
Because in the basis of, in terms of a claim, those are things that really need to be looked at. There are pre-existing conditions that might have contributed to the actual loss of the pet.
All right.
So I think those are the key things that we need to do.
Okay. What are some of the fundamental differences between that kind of insurance that you take for yourself health-wise and insurance that is given for pets?
For pets, yet I've not encountered maybe specific ones dealing with, say, dentistry problems.
Okay,
specific ones
diabetes.
dealing with, say, God forbid, cancer for pets.
Yeah.
God forbid, yeah. So I think those are the things that really are fundamental differences. There are no specialists for pet insurance.
When I was doing my research, I saw that abroad people even cover kennel fees or boarding fees, or if my animal gets lost and I need to print posters and give a reward for that, that is also covered. But I think it's safe to say that that's not the case here yet.
Yes, it is safe to say it is not the case. First of all, even if you're transiting the pet safe from town A to B,
Nakuru to Nairobi.
you have to notify the insurer
Okay.
that you'll be transporting this pet on this particular day. Mostly 3 days before,
Okay.
so that they give an okay or not. Because if something happens in the midst of this transit,
Yeah.
there will be a problem. The claim may not be covered.
Is this a permanent move, like I'm moving towns, or is this like I'm going to Nairobi to visit my parents? Do I need to mention that I'm going to Nairobi to visit my parents and we are going to be coming back after 3 days?
If you're going with the pet, yes, you need to mention it, because now something might happen. What we're looking at,
Okay.
we're looking at an event might happen anywhere
Yeah.
as you move.
Yes.
So these are the things that we need to ascertain that you're also taking care of
Okay.
in this movement that you're doing.
Okay.
It depends with the circumstances. Number one, which the pet say maybe has died, or there's one that maybe has been put to rest because maybe the disease was maybe making the pet suffer.
Yeah.
So what just needs to be done is, first of all, you fill in. There's a form that one fills in for the claim,
Okay.
and then your vet would have done a report that
Okay.
ascertains the way in which this pet was lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And once that also is done, you also need to include the police abstract as well.
Okay.
That has also to give information about the occurrence. Maybe it was an accident, or God forbid, someone maybe shot it as it was out there. Yeah, so it has to be detailed how this happened.
Does it help the insurer if my animal is maybe there are 5 or it's 1? Does it make a difference in any way whether my animal is part of a pack?
That one would help in terms of, say, we giving some discounts, say, in terms of premiums. If insurance works with numbers, yeah. So
Yes.
if there are many, there are several pets, that would be best, because it means that now even the risk here is fairly low. I don't think there'll be a chance that we might die all of them at once. I don't think so.
Bigvai, please give us your parting shot along with some words of wisdom for our pet owners who are aspiring to take insurance.
To our viewers, pet insurance is the best thing you need to put in consideration for your pet, because we might not really understand how valuable this pet is to you. So in cases where the medical costs at times it's pretty prohibitive, so we need to try and mitigate these risks, ensuring that we transfer them to the insurers. So I would say that it's pretty fair. I've not seen a cover being too expensive. It depends with, say, the value of the pet.
There have been very many costs related with, owning a pet, from food to litter to leashes and collars, and now we've talked about insurance at length. I hope this gives you a better view of what the insurance market in Kenya looks like, especially for your beloved fur friends. Thank you so much for coming here today. I really do feel this has been a very impactful session for everyone who is watching, and I will leave his details down in the description box so that you can go reach out to him in case you want to insure any of your pets. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode.